Hi everybody, this is Caitlin with Kait's Collectibles, and hooray, you're seeing me on screen for a change. Partially due to some setup changes, not being sure where to do some of my videos right now, some equipment issues, but mostly I haven't been super regular with updates. I'm sorry for the last while, but that's due to this one. So now, hopefully, I'm going to start doing a few more updates. My latest obsession, in case you can't guess, is related to my absolute love of all things Disney. So I have been really into Disney pin collecting and pin trading for the last little while, and I have wanted to do some videos with some of the pins that I've got coming, just because why not? I'll probably also do a video at some point in time about the fakes and scrappers and things like that that are in the community, but there's honestly also like already really good videos on YouTube about that. So, I mean, you can check out Zippity Doo Disney or Disney Kitty. They have really excellent videos on all that stuff. But at some point, I'll probably pull out my big bag of scrappers that are fakes that I got when I first started out and didn't know how to get authentic pins. So today I want to open up a little bit of pin mail. I'm kind of starting small. I bought a reasonable lot of authentic traders from a guy who lives a city away from me, like a 3.5 hour drive away. So those have arrived in this tidy little packet right here, and I'm going to open those up and share them with you. So, in case you aren't familiar with the world of Disney pin collecting, like all things collecting and like all things Disney, it can be kind of nuts, especially once you get really into it. I don't think I'll ever be the type of crazy collector that, not crazy, I mean that in the nicest possible way, the type of collector that is going to spend hundreds upon hundreds of dollars for like that elusive pin that they just have to have. I just don't see that being me. The same thing goes for my doll collections, which you can kind of see around me. Most of my dolls I tend to get at retail, if not shortly thereafter, or at a good price. I'm not, as you can see, like Snow Queen Elsa is not up there anywhere, and I don't think I'll ever be able to afford her or Alice or some of these other Grail dolls. If I happened upon them somewhere, amazing, I'd be so excited, but otherwise probably ain't gonna happen. So, okay, so this is interesting. They were packaged in this little CD case to protect them. That's actually kind of clever. With some bags for them. Now, online, they did show pictures of both the front and the back, and that's really important in helping figure out if you are getting kind of burned on whether your pins are authentic or not. It is hard to see really from pictures. Oh wow, they sent some like larger bags of pins. Now, if these turned out to be fake, I did pay with PayPal. I mean, I could open a dispute. They would probably want me to send them back. So there may be that whole thing. Hopefully we'll discover together that these aren't fake and that they are legit like the ads said, because that they were very specific, that they were authentic pins, not traders. And this wasn't on eBay, so that's another place where you're going to get burned. So I'll start with some of the less exciting pins, although this is actually much nicer in person than I thought it would be. So there's just a little Mickey head. So traders are ones that I am going to take with me I'll show you guys here. That is the pin. And these are ones I'll take with me to the park so that I can trade with cast members or other guests off the pin boards. It's a really cool community, and like if you love Disney, here's the back on this one. If you love Disney, I do think it's worth looking into. It's something that takes up time, obviously, on your holiday, but I love it. I'm going to see if I can get this, because this is a bit of a trial run. That's why I started with this one and not my more exciting bunch. Depending on how I edit this, I might even include some like still shots of these pins for or something at the end. But so that one's very neat. It's quite heavy, actually. It's got a lot of weight to it. Really nice, smooth edges, very shiny. I'm not really sure what my collection is yet when it comes to Disney pins. Like, my daughter really likes to get Plutos, my older daughter. I really like Stitches, which is very popular. There's tons of Stitches out there. My attitude is just that I'm going to collect things that I like. That's it. Just, if I like it, then great. It doesn't have to be a unified collection. I do have a few small things like some snacks. I like those collections, like the park food. Belle from Beauty and the Beast. I tend to like her pins, or Rapunzel. So some of those, like Mickey is not my collection. I like this one because I think that's supposed to be the maple leaf, like the Canadian maple leaf on that pin there, I think. So I'll have to look it up online to figure out exactly where it came from. Here's another Mickey one. This one's definitely going in kind of my Traders collection. This will probably show up reversed for you guys. It says I love you in case it's showing up reversed for whatever reason in the back there. It's the little Mickey backing on it. So in case you're not familiar with the Disney pin community, like there have been a lot of pins made, and for a good period of time, they've done this Mickey print, what we call like the waffle on the back. I think it probably started in an effort to reduce piracy of the pins, fakes that were being made that are coming out of the same factories, or a lot of like the same places that are actually making the authentic pins. They either keep the mold after the mold is supposed to be destroyed and continue to make pins on their own, or the molds are sold, or sometimes they'll take a pin, so like this, and they'll create a mold from it on their own to try and reproduce it. And so with the waffle, even the fake pins, some of them will have this waffle on the back. There's a lot of ways to tell if it's actually an authentic pin. A lot of the time the waffle isn't smooth, but then sometimes Disney quality control isn't good. There's a whole really interesting, if you get into this world, definitely look up the fakes and don't let it discourage you, because it is fun to do the trading. There's so many places around the parks. It has the little nub there. So yeah, this one's like a definite trader for me. I won't keep this pin, but it is nice. It also has nice weight, and it has a really cute little bit of glitter in the heart there. If any pin traders are watching this and want any of these, message me, shoot me a message, and we'll see, since I'm very flexible in terms of what I want. This one I kind of like. This is a Coco pin, and it was from a set? No, this one wasn't from the set. Maybe it was. There was like a 2-pack of them that I'm thinking of. So I really like this pin. Like, it's also another, like, it's a really good sized pin. Like, you can see against my palm how big that pin actually is. And waffle on the back. The thing that makes a Disney pin tradable is it has to have the copyright Disney on the back there. And it has to feature a Disney character. Like, basically, that's what it comes down to. There's a few exceptions. There's pins you can get at Hot Topic and Box Lunch and places like that that are perfectly tradable within the parks. They may not have the waffle, they may not have the Mickey backer, but they're completely tradable within the parks as long as they meet those criteria. Oh, this is another Coco pin. I like that one too, actually. And same thing, like big pin. These two kind of side by side, you can see they're both really big pins. So I guess whether if you're a fan of Coco or like the Mexican Day of the Dead imagery, any of that kind of stuff, both of these are like really attractive pins in that respect. And the waffle and all that on the back, the pin trading logo, the copyright. So that's pretty cool. Those are ones that I'd be happy to keep, but I'm also, if there was like someone that wanted to trade for them, a decent equivalent trade, I would let go of them. But they're really nice to have in my collection. Okay, let's move on to this one. Now for me, almost all of these are traders, and that's kind of why I bought them, because I wanted to, they were a reasonable price, and I wanted to get some pins that were authentic in terms of actually being able to trade with people. So having something of value, because I find that when you have the same old that everybody else has, you know, you're not getting any great trades out of it. So this one is a Paris pin. Yeah. This one says Disneyland Paris on the back, and it is the White Rabbit, and he is late for a very important date. It's actually kind of a cute pin. I could see this one's got, it's made of more of a gold metal, and it's got the Disneyland Paris right down here, along with the copyright and the pin trading logo up here. Nice pin, nice enamel on it. It looks in pretty good condition too. I wish these pins all had like dates on them, you know, so like I can look it up and find out like when this pin came out, because I saw a different one that was I think it was a Paris Parks pin. Now there's a few of these. One of these for sure I was gonna keep for Disney's 90th celebration. So there's a few of these in this series, and these ones are not expensive to buy online at all. I think these are Disneyland Resort. Man, I need better eyes. So one of the things they've been doing to reduce some of the fraudulent pins that are being made. Let's see. So there's Pluto in the 90 blowing his little trumpet. So on the back you've got same thing, like all the gold. You've got that. There's a screen printed little identification number down here. It's probably not going to focus in well enough to actually show you what it is. This one's in white. Some of them are in black right on the metal. Previously they were stamped on, so you will see pins that have like it in the metal stamped on, and that may be authentic, but those that were copied by the people making fakes as well. So the screen printed ones, I think it's called screen printing or laser printing, they haven't been faked yet. So this one's for the 90th celebration. I think he's 90th, as is this guy here, the man himself. Really cute little pin. I suspect, oops, don't mind me dropping my pins. I suspect that they were probably part of a booster pack. Again, like I'm not familiar, I'm newer in pins, so I don't know if anyone could know everything about them. They've been around for so long. There's Daisy. I definitely like the Pluto for my daughter's Pluto collection, and who knows, I might keep Mickey or Daisy, one of them, maybe Mickey, for my own collection. Oh, there's another one here. Oh, this one's cute. There's Minnie there for the 90th. Oh, that focused nice that time. And the back. I'm not going to show you the back of every pin. You don't care. But so this is another one that looked very, I don't know, it seemed very Epcot-y, but it's a Mickey head with all the world flags around it. I don't know if you can hear my dog barking in the distance. The neighbor's taking their dog out for a little roll. Yeah, so that one's a trader for me. It's not a must keep. And this was the other Paris pin, if I'm correct. Yeah, I think it says, yeah, it says Disney Paris on here, as well as it has the Beauty and the Beast logo and the copyright and the pin trading logo. It is Mrs. Potts and Chip. So that's a cute one. If someone's got like a really serious Beauty and the Beast collection, then they may be interested in that. Otherwise, I'm happy to kind of keep it with my own limited Beauty and the Beast pins. There's another cute pin here. And this one is, I think this also says it's from Paris. Oh no, just Disney, yeah, Disneyland Paris. There's a lot of Paris pins in here, considering. I don't know if they traded for them or if they went to Paris. I don't know the person. So anyway, it's a cute little Minnie Mouse, like kind of in her classic look. That one's actually really cute. So that'd be great for like a mini collector. Kind of matches my ears. We've got this one, which I did look up actually, because when I saw the pictures coming, I was just sort of curious where it originated from. And it looks pretty good. It was from a holiday pack that came out, I think, this last year. And so, I mean, looking at it, you wouldn't really think it's particularly Disney, but it says all warm and fuzzy. So it's got that little cup of, I think, cocoa or something there. So it could go in my snack collection, but it'll be kind of in the trader's zone, basically. Although I like to be all warm and fuzzy. It's cold where I live in the winter. Let's move on to my man Stitch. So these are probably, the Stitch ones, if I don't like love it, anything's kind of open for trade, as far as I'm concerned. But I do like this one of Stitch because it's just straight up Stitch. And there he is, being all cute and stitchy. And to kind of go with him, so I don't know if these were from a set or a booster pack, but there's also what my daughter calls Girl Stitch. It's Angel. So there's that one there too. So those will go in my Stitch collection, as will this one, which I really actually quite like. It's very, very cute. It's a good size pin too. Lilo hugging Stitch. And it says, Ohana means family. So I really like that one. Now this is a good size pack. I think I did okay on the price. There's 20 pins here, and I paid, including the shipping, I paid $75 Canadian. So that worked out to less than $4 Canadian a pin. So much cheaper, like in terms of US pricing, especially for traders and wanting authentic traders. That's the thing. I don't really want to be trading with other guests and giving them fake pins, especially now that I know that some of these pins are fake. I just can't do it. Like, I'm a collector. If someone sold me a fake doll and I paid, real money for the doll, or I traded them a doll and I had spent real money on the real doll, and then I find out I got a fake in return, it just, like, I may still like the doll, I may still like the pin, and just kind of disappoints you a little bit. But anyway, Beauty and the Beast, we've got this rose pin, which is pretty. I wish it had a glittery element to it. This is also a Paris pin, according to the back. So it would sit nice in my collection, but it's definitely open to trade. And then we've got another Paris pin. A lot of these Beauty and the Beast Paris pins. I wonder why. So here's Belle, looking really pretty in her gold dress. Very nice. And these are all really hefty, like they have nice weight to these pins. So at least they're quality pins. Now these other two I actually saw a couple of really cute ones of, and I might actually, we'll see, I might keep these. Probably at least the Belle. But my daughter loves Aurora, so I might keep this one for her. We'll see, because there is a Belle and an Aurora cutie. So this is the Aurora. Looking like super cute. I like this little stylized design. Like, it's very It's like the kind of thing I would sketch in my notebook. And then the bell is there. Also, like, super cute. Looks like someone kind of, you know, drew it with a marker and then colored it in all nice. I really like this design and this style. Back on that there. So yeah, I got 20 pins for $75 Canadian, including shipping. Oh, she has a little scuff on her forehead. That's all right. It's hard to keep pins pristine when you're like bagging them and throwing them together and they jostle around against each other. So yeah, 75 including shipping, which I thought was pretty reasonable for getting like authentic, decent traders, so that I can actually participate in some of the Facebook groups and trading with people in the parks. That sort of thing is kind of nice to have something legit and authentic to offer. And similarly, knowing like if I see a pin that's clearly a fake on a board or something, but I still like it, you know, I can trade one of my fakes back for it, I guess. I don't know. It feels weird, but we'll see what I do with some of those. My daughter has a bunch on her lanyard and she likes them, so she can keep them. But if we're trading with someone, like if it's a real pin or a nice pin, then we trade a nice pin for a nice pin. So I separate those out and try and keep them separated. And then the ones she likes that are fakes can go in her own collection, and then we kind of readjust. Yeah, so that is my, I guess, first pin mail video. Pin mail today. I'll have another one of these videos. I have some surprise boxes coming with some pins. One subscription I think I'll probably cancel just based on the way the currency conversion works out. And the other one's more of a one-time. It's not really a subscription thing. So yeah, thank you for watching. I will be back with more Sailor Moon videos as well soon too. So it's not just all Disney, but I've got other dolls to review. I've got plenty of stuff that I want to get through. It's just finding these little moments where somebody is sleepy and the other person is occupied that I can actually do these. So thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you want to catch my updates. And definitely leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you're a pin collector. If there's anything that you wanted to trade, shoot me a message. I'm always interested in making new Disney friends. Okay,